Black students accuse Apple of racial profiling after being told to leave Melbourne store. 6 black students have accused tech giant Apple of racial profiling after being told they could not come into a store because staff thought they might steal something. On Tuesday afternoon, the Year 10 students from Maribyrnong College in Melbourne's west visited an Apple store at the nearby Highpoint Shopping Centre in their uniforms. "We were going to Highpoint Apple store to check out the new iPhone 6, one of the students, Mohamed Semar, told Hack. "We walk in, no problem, just got to the nearest table we see and everyone is using the iPhones. Then we see 2 security guards, one standing right next to us and the other circling our table." Mohamed said he and his friends then left the store, but later returned. When one of the security guards told them they could not come back, one of the students filmed the exchange on their phone. "These guys, the security guards, are just a bit worried about your presence in our store," an Apple staff member can be heard saying in the video. "They were just worried you might steal something." A member of the group then replied, "Why would we steal something?" Angry with how they were treated, the students uploaded the video to Facebook. The next day, Maribyrnong principal Nick Scott called them in for a chat about the incident and took them back to the Apple store where they got an apology from the store manager. Students victims of racial profiling before. Student Maribyrnong said it was not the first time he had experienced racial profiling. "When we walk into a store with a group of minimum 3 people, the security watches us, they follow us, and that just makes us feel like we're not welcome in the store," he said. "They judge us before we can show our character. It's because we were teenage boys, but also because we were black teenagers. They see us and think of all the stereotypes." Kensington and Flemington Legal Centre solicitor Sophie Ellis said young African men were 2.5 times more likely to be stopped by police. She said she had dealt with a number of cases of racial profiling before. "I think they're incredibly brave, good on them," she said. "Having an experience like that is very impactful. No one should have to experience it." She said it was lucky the teenagers were able to film their experience. "One of the really insidious things with racial profiling is that it's extremely hard to prove," she said. "Victims are often on their own and they don't have the opportunity to record. It's really powerful that these young people have been able to record that interaction." When the ABC's Hack program covered the story on air, a woman who said she worked at the Highpoint Apple store phoned the program to say the incident was not motivated by racism. "Apple is one of the most diverse and one of the greatest companies that I've had the pleasure of working for," the woman, who said her name was Amy, said. "I think a lot of retail people can agree. It's not because of their color or their race. Large groups of students coming into stores can be questionable sometimes." Hack has contacted Apple for comment.